Okay, let's do an example work of one activity there from your course reader, activity 15.2. Number 1 says an object moves in a straight line and its distance from the origin after t seconds is given by the formula. Yeah, but I don't make the formula there. So keep in mind as of displacement, so this is the formula for displacement, is t squared minus 7t plus 12 meters. And if I might find how far from the origin is the object after 2 seconds. So if I don't far, how far, you are talking about distance. So you are talking about this equation. So if I make after 2 seconds, so just sub in the 2 in the equation now. So we got equation all the way e. So if you sub in 2 for time, because let's say 2, so that means 2 square minus 7 times 2 plus 12. So 2 squared, that's 4 minus 7, 2, 14 plus 12. Okay, yeah. 2, so that's 2 meters, because we are talking about distance, and also the meters, so your answer should always have a unit. Okay, for B, being FMI, at what 2 times is the object at the origin? From this side no TE, when the object is at its origin, that this is where s equals to 0. So this formula, it can fa equal to 0. So this formula fa equal to 0. So that would be 0 equals to t squared minus 7t plus 12. And you can factorize to get the time. So our factor is only 12 and my negative 7. So that's 3 and 4. They are both negative. So that's t minus 3 and t minus 4. Therefore, your answer is t equals to 3, t equals to 4. So those are the 2 times. I reach a object ile 0, the origin. Okay, now let's do another one. B or C. Seeing if I might find the initial velocity. Side notes there. If I'm only initial velocity, this is when your time is 0. So initial velocity is where time is 0. The formula of velocity very easy. So this is formula for distance or formula velocity. So how do we get the formula for velocity from this distance formula? Yeah, we should differentiate. So if we differentiate the formula there, we get the formula for velocity. So I differentiate there, so we get 2t minus 7. So we can change this from earlier. This is formula for velocity equals to 2t minus 7. Okay, so when t time is 0, and my initial velocity, so we have to make time equals to 0. So that's 2 times 0 minus 7. So your initial velocity is negative 7, and the units, SI units, or the velocity, or the meters per second. Okay, and D, find the acceleration of the object. So yeah, of course, I can go differentiate the formula of the velocity. You get the acceleration. So if we differentiate velocity, we get acceleration, which is I differentiated 2t minus 7. So that's 2. So therefore, acceleration is 2 meters per second square. Okay, so those are all the answers for the questions here. Got to see you on Isaac. Yeah, if you have any questions for Silly Mike.